In this tutorial, we're going to be learning about smart filters, and I have an image open here in Adobe Photoshop, and the first thing I'm going to do to be able to work with the smart filter is I'm going to go to Filter, and then I'm going to go to Convert for Smart Filters. I don't notice a change right away, except that my layer has a small square in it, and this tells me that it has converted this layer for a smart filter. So what I can do is go over to Filter and go down to Blur, and go to Gaussian Blur, and the effect that I'm creating here is going to closely simulate what's happening in my camera with a shallow depth of field. So I can crank this up as high as I want it to be, depending upon preference, and say OK. And then you can see a mask that's been created over my layers palette by my smart filter. So if I click on this smart filter mask, and then I grab my gradient, and my gradient is over here with the paint bucket. Okay, I want to make sure that I'm actually on the gradient tool. And I also click on the radial gradient up at the top. That's the second one from the left. It looks like a circle. And I make sure I have black in the foreground. What I can do is draw out from a particular area and let go, and it's going to bring that back into focus. This is really nice for accenting subjects from foreground to background. I want to show you what it's doing to my mask. You can see that this is what that gradient actually did, and so it's a very gradual, slow transition from shadows to highlights. I can also go back with my brush if I want to grab my brush tool and I want to paint on top of this. I can bring more of the area into focus. So I'm able to manipulate it just like I am any other layer mask by adding white or black, and that will remove or add that effect that I have created. And that will work with any of my other filters just as well. This one is really useful for photographers, so I wanted to share that with you.